That's our entry gate for the Red Fort over there. See how massive it is from the outside. So just dropped off with a tuk-tuk, and I'm glad I didn't get off where I was going to, because this fort looks enormous. आपका नाम क्या है? आपका नाम? Ahmed. मेरा नाम Mike. Pleased to meet you.
Yes, good name. Good name. Good morning.
Good morning.
Germany, sir?
Pardon?
Germany?
England.
England. Good morning, good night.
Okay, now we're in Spice Market, Chandi Chowk. Have a wander around and see if all the YouTube videos I've watched over the years spring to life. If you fancy a fairground ride before or after visiting the fort, you can always visit the one in the distance there. Good morning everyone, welcome to day 2 here in Delhi. It's currently 16 degrees, which is around about 60 degrees in old money in Fahrenheit terms. So what are we doing today? Going to visit the Lotus Temple. We just arrived at the Lotus Temple and I'm looking to go probably to the Red Fort later on today. About a half-hour journey from Connaught Place to the Lotus Temple. I actually did it by Uber. I asked the guy at reception at the hotel what the price would be for a tuk-tuk to Lotus Temple. He said it'd be roughly about 250 rupees, that's £2.50 in English, which I thought was good, so I went on my Uber app and you can actually order a tuk-tuk via Uber. The journey took about 30 minutes. While I was waiting for the Uber, just in case you do visit India, I had another rickshaw guy come up who actually said he would take me there for 50 rupees. Doubtful, because I paid 150 rupees, 200 rupees yesterday to get from Connaught Place to Old Delhi. So I knew when I got to the Lotus Temple you demanded more money. So if you're interested in that sort of thing and you want to haggle and negotiate and argue, then by all means you can do that. But if you want to get around town, then the easiest and most simple way probably is to order an Uber and basically do it that way. So it was 250 rupees. I gave the guy 400. He's a really lovely guy, chatting all the way, and you know, it was another £1 or so as a tip. That ride would have probably cost me again about 20 to 30 pounds in the UK, so £2.50 for a ride of about 30 minutes. Yeah, I thought was quite good value. So we're just probably, feels like the edge of Delhi at the moment, but the grounds here at the Lotus Temple are really, really lovely, and you can see the temple there in the background. So I'm going to have a wander around. I can't film inside the temple, so I'll tell you what that's like when we come out, but I'm just going to walk around the grounds and show you the grounds. I do say the best time to get here, if you do come to Delhi and visit this place, is early in the morning, simply because there is not as many queues. And I'll tell you a little bit more about the Lotus Temple shortly. So here we are, closer to the temple. As you can see, when you go in, you're given a bag to actually put your shoes in, because you, like most temples in India, you don't wear footwear when you go in, out of respect. So the Lotus Temple, for those that don't know, is a Bayi, I think it's pronounced, house of worship. It's open from 9 AM to 5:30 in the winter, and it's open from 9 AM to 7 PM in the summer. So Bayi is a new religion founded in the 19th century and developed in India and the Middle East and Iran. The temple itself was dedicated in 1986, and it's the only Bayi temple in Asia. Like all Bayi houses of worship, it is open to all people of all faiths, which I think is really lovely, and all religions, so people can pray irrespective of what denomination they actually follow. There are 27 freestanding petals on the Lotus Temple itself, and there is a capacity inside for 1,300 people to actually pray. It can attract upwards of 100,000 people per day in holiday periods, but the average attendance to visit this temple is roughly 3 million people per year. And the lotus flower, which this is obviously the shape of, is the national flower of India. So as you can see, given a token for your shoes when you come in to collect those. Done you, bud. Thank you. So at least they're stored securely. Must say, when I was at the Jamid Masjid yesterday, I did have a concern that my trainers wouldn't be there when I came out. So when you do these sort of things, and I think the same is the case in the Golden Temple in Amritsar, you do get a little tag for your trainers so you know they're stored safely. So it stands as a universal place of worship, open to all the inhabitants of a locality, irrespective of their religious affiliation, background, ethnicity or gender, and a haven for the deepest contemplation on spiritual reality. So I've now come out of the temple. That was absolutely a beautiful experience. I can't actually describe the temple itself. You go in, it's like a giant cavernous dome shaped like a lotus inside. It's vast, a lot bigger than it actually looks from the outside, and it was absolutely a beautiful experience, if I'm honest. There was a group of school children you can see in the video there who were so impeccably behaved, but it was really quiet contemplation. There were some people praying, some people contemplating life, some people just sitting there probably thinking about their life and their situation, circumstances. So it's something for everybody, and that was only interspersed by some religious chanting, which was again really beautiful because of the shape of the dome and the way the acoustics were working. It sounded like music. So if you ever do come to Delhi, this is really worth the experience of coming. Just quietness, contemplation out of the hustle and bustle of the city itself, and really worthwhile. Absolutely free to enter. People speak English, Hindi, all sorts of languages. They give out information packs in all different sorts of languages, and yeah, just a really lovely place to come. As you can see, the pools surrounding the temple itself, really beautiful colour blue. Yeah, a really lovely experience. I contemplated whether to come here or not, and I'm really pleased I did, and I would really recommend it as a visit to anybody visiting Delhi. Now I'm going to go off to the Red Fort, and I will catch up with you later. For the Red Fort over there. See how massive it is from the outside. Just dropped off with a tuk-tuk, and I'm glad I didn't get off where I was going to, because this fort looks enormous. It would have been a massive walk to the gate. It would have probably taken me about 15-20 minutes to walk through the entrance, but thankfully I'm at the right place now, so we'll go in and we'll have a look and see what the Red Fort is all about. Okay, so ticket office just inside of the gate where you dropped off. Foreign tourist counter. To do the museum only is 600 rupees. Sorry, to do the fort only is 600 rupees. To do the Red Fort and the museum is 950 rupees. So you pay your money, you take your choice what you want to do. So we're still walking to get into the fort. I said it was massive. So the fort itself is open 9:30 to 4:30 daily. It's closed on Mondays. It was built as the palace fort of Shah Jahan. Obviously Shah Jahan, such an influence on Indian architecture and even tourism hundreds of years later, because he's responsible for the Javed Masjid Mosque, which is, the minaret is in the distance over there, so it's in walking distance if you do come to Delhi. And also of course the Taj Mahal. It was commissioned in 1639 when Shah Jahan decided to move his capital from Agra to Delhi, and it served as the main residence for Mughal emperors. It's a World Heritage Site since 2007, and it's where Indian independence was first celebrated. It's considered one of the most important architectural and cultural achievements of the Mughal Empire. In modern times, the Indian Prime Minister raises the national flag on the fort on Independence Day, which is the August the 15th. So we'll go inside and hopefully we'll have a really good look around. If you fancy a fairground ride before or after visiting the fort, you can always visit the one in the distance there. Not sure how safe the rise would be, but they're working, as I can see some little kiddies aeroplanes going around. And see people milling outside, waiting to go in. Oh, we've actually been into the fort. I underestimated how big this place actually is. Okay, according to Wikipedia, the Red Fort has an area of 254.67 acres. I thought it was big, I didn't realise it was actually as big as that. And the walls are 182 feet high.
Without guide you will keep on moving. It's better you take guide.
No thank you, don't need a guide, thank you.
Moving like this.
Got no intention of walking over 235 acres while I'm here, or whatever it was. So I'm just going to try and grab the highlights really. You could easily spend half a day just visiting the Red Fort. It's absolutely stunning, I have to say. And you do see things on YouTube or on Google, in books and all sorts of stuff about the Red Fort, but until you get inside it, probably like most things I guess, you don't really appreciate what things actually are. Some chipmunks running around. Again, like the mosque, the architecture. This is what, 400 years ago. It's incredible. Quite disability friendly here as well. There's lots of ramps if you're in a wheelchair. There's cafeteria, there's lots of toilets.
Hi guys, hello guys.
Hello. Always keep your eye to the ground though. Lots of fallen trip hazards everywhere. Okay, Taj Mahal. This was the Emperor's first private palace. Animal fights between lions and elephants were organised below this palace for the entertainment of royals. The palace consists of 3 parts. 3 rooms facing the Diwan-e-Kaz was called Prosbikana, chamber of telling beads, and was used for the Emperor's private worship. The 3 rooms behind it were known as Khwabag, sleeping chamber. To its south, a long hall with its painted walls and ceilings and a perforated screen on the west was known as either Toshkhana, robe chamber, or Batak, sitting room. A beautiful perforated marble screen carved with a scale of justice adorned its northern wall. The projecting tower to the east of the Taj Mahal was called the Withaman Burj, octagonal tower, from where the Emperor appeared daily to greet the crowd gathered below the fort. Amazing the craftsmanship and the technology of 400 years ago. royal baths were the favourite resort of the Mughal emperors, and more important business decisions were transacted. Moti Masjid, or the Pearl Mosque, was built by Aurangzeb for his personal use. It would take him just a short walk from his bedchamber to reach the sacred place of worship at various times of the day. The mosque was also used by the ladies of the Seraglio, the harem, who entered through a passage in the northern wall of the enclosure. In walking distance of the emperor, I guess. Strange, just reading, this building was built in the 1850s, and part of it's collapsed, where you've got structures built 200 years before that, right, apart from maybe could have been a bit cleaner because they've aged over time, are still perfectly sound and fine. Wonder how long they'd last if they were built in 2024. Just wonder how much this place would cost to build in 2024. Must run into absolutely billions. Must have been a fortune then. Finish off the tour with the battlements there in the distance, and our last view of the Red Fort. Yeah, really worthwhile visit, highly recommended. Okay, cycle rickshaw time now.
This is the Shiva temple.
Ah, yeah.
This is the other one, Shiva temple.
Ah, okay.
What is the spice market?
Spice market, yeah. Aapka naam kya hai?
Yeah.
Aapka naam?
Ahmed.
Ahmed. Mera naam is Mike. Pleased to meet you.
Nice, good name. Good name. Good morning.
Good morning.
Germany, sir?
Pardon?
Germany?
England.
England. Good morning, guten Tag.
Do you live in Delhi?
No, outside.
Ah, okay. How many years you been a rickshaw driver?
You?
Yeah.
25.
Oh, long time. Lots of changes in that time. The sights and sounds of Old Delhi. Still haven't seen a cow or a monkey yet though. Is this area Farraganj?
No, Farraganj.
This is not Farraganj, no?
Area Chandi Chowk.
Ah, it's all Chandi Chowk.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Spice market,
Yeah.
mango tea, Darjeeling tea, spices masala,
Okay.
saffron, curry powder, Darjeeling tea, Assam tea, mango tea, all spices.
Every type of tea.
Small packet, going to the spices market.
Oh, okay, I'm not going to buy anything. I just want to have a look. I just want to walk round. now in Spice Market, Chandi Chowk. Have a wander around and see if all the YouTube videos I've watched over the years spring to life. Smell of spices is overpowering. Really nice though. Most of these things, oh, spice up my throat. Most of these things I've never seen before. Definitely no real chilies. Oh dear. Spice gets to your throat. So what are they?
Kurkuma.
Kurkuma. Oh, okay, thank you.
Red mix wala garam masala.
Peppers, masala spices, more chilies, 360 rupees, that's what, £3.60 for a kilo. Dried fruits, peppercorns, 800 rupees, that's £8 a kilo. Mixed nuts.
Yes, tea masala.
Cinnamon. No, thank you, sir. The cinnamon, yeah?
Yes,
Cinnamon, one of my favourite spices. No point in buying any though, so I know where to use it out here. Dried fruits.
एक 1700 का एक 1850 का
My wholesale bag of spice. So I'm just going to stroll down Chandi Chowk now, back to the Red Fort, and then probably get a rickshaw back to the hotel and chill out. So I've been out since sort of quite early this morning. The Chandi Chowk does consist of a number of markets. You've got the spice market, the cloth market, textiles, selling saris and all sorts of bits and pieces. You've got another market that deals with metalware. So there's a whole myriad of different markets you can actually visit. I always thought Chandi Chowk was just a spice market, to be honest. We're talking to that cycle rickshaw driver. He said Chandi Chowk is Chandi Chowk, but it's made up of loads of different bits. You can see the entrance to the fabric market on the left here. I just thought it was important to say because some people like me thought it was spices only, but it's certainly not that. One piece of advice that I will give anyone coming to Chandi Chowk has been told to me by several people while I've been in India already, and the rickshaw drivers, is make sure if you can that you wear zipped pockets, because there are loads and loads of pickpockets in this area and they will target sort of Western people looking for your wallets, your phones, your cameras. So make sure you take the right precautions. I've got a sling which is in front of me at the moment. You see it down there? So it's in front of me, so no one's going to put their hand in that, and I've got zip pockets on my shorts, and my GoPro which I'm filming on is actually strapped around my wrist. So yeah, word of warning, if you're coming here, make sure you do keep your valuables safe. It's not a threatening place, it's a very, very overwhelming place with the people, the sounds, the smells, the noise, but it's also, on the other side of that, a really good place to come and visit, as long as you're safe, as long as you don't take any unnecessary risks really, and you'll be absolutely fine. So I thoroughly enjoyed my time here in Chandi Chowk. No, thank you. So if you do visit India, you will come across this, people selling bird seed for the pigeons, and a lot of people feeding the pigeons. I know they're treated as a form of vermin in sort of Western society, but in the Hindu religion, which is very much about reincarnation, people do believe that people could be reincarnated as a pigeon, which is why across India you will see people buying bird seed and then feeding the pigeons. I've seen it quite a few times since I've been here already.